Hello, hello. Welcome to a book. We've got some exciting news to share with you. You know, we are in between podcast seasons where I interview guests from all around the world. And we finished up season 1. I'm preparing for season 2, which will get launched here in a couple of months. But in the meantime, I have been working on some of my own stuff, some of my own writing. And I finally finished a book that I've been working on for months. It's a book that I started writing for my grandchildren, oh gosh, last year. And I don't know why this book took me so long. Well, I do know why. It's because I was busy with my own projects of helping other people promote their books, and I didn't get to work on my own book. Well, I did get to finally when season 1 ended, and I finished it. I got my proof copy. I approved my proof copy. This book is called A Squirrel Peed on Izzy. It's a wonderful story about a young girl who gets peed on by a squirrel. And I have to tell you, some of this is based on a true story, something that actually happened to me. I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, her brother captures all of this on video, and the video goes viral. Next thing Izzy knows, her and her family are caught up in a reality show production where the main focus is she and her brother trying to trap a squirrel. And so the story just takes you on this hilarious adventure of them filming this reality show. And there are some lessons along the way. It's sort of a nice transformational story. It's just fun, hilarious, warming, heartwarming. And I wrote it with my grandsons in mind, specifically my 11-year-old grandsons, who are advanced readers and needed more appropriate material to get to read. So A Squirrel Peed on Izzy is finally released. You can get that on Amazon. I will leave the link in the description. But what I really want to do is show you a video that I made of chapter 1. So let's go.
I darted out the back door, slamming it behind me. I was just about to step off the brick patio when I felt something wet trickle down my arm. I looked up, and right there in the tree next to the patio was a squirrel with his leg lifted. The disease-riddled rodent was peeing on me. Jag was sitting on the far side of the patio and began laughing hysterically. I shot him a look. He didn't care. The little twerp of a brother just kept laughing. Jag's skin was golden brown, and his hair was a weird shade of blonde. Yellow, really. He had spent all summer outside, and the sun had altered his natural body colors. Our house was basically a micro-farm, as Dad called it. It wasn't a real farm. Dad said farming was too risky, and more like gambling than working, but we did have a huge lot that our house sat on. It was big enough for a chicken coop, a large vegetable garden, plenty of fruit trees, Millie the goat and her small barn, an herb garden, and a little greenhouse that Mom kept potted flowers growing in. Most people would think we were some type of country folks with having a micro-farm, but we didn't fit that stereotype. Mom drove a new Lexus, kept up with the latest fashion trends, and was always involved with fancy community projects. I once heard Grandma Hartman call Mom a socialite, whatever that is. Dad was a hardworking and very smart man. He owned something called a logistics company. He explained it as a giant ordering and shipping company, and he put in long hours at the warehouse. He also worked tirelessly around the micro-farm doing chores for Mom. I don't think we were really rich, but I know we weren't really poor either. Jag finally took a breath from laughing. I let out a disgusted scream and told him to get the hose and turn it on. "That squirrel just peed on me, Jag. It isn't funny." I grabbed the hose out of Jag's hand and sprayed off my arm. I looked at Jag, who started laughing again. Suddenly, I realized that being peed on by a furry tree rodent was indeed funny, and soon Jag and I were both laughing to the point of tears.
Well, I hoped you liked getting a peek at chapter 1. That sure was a fun video for me to make. I'm going to upload that video separate here on YouTube as well as in this video. But in the meantime, you can go get your copy of A Squirrel Peed on Izzy on Amazon. I will leave the link in the description, and you can go read the rest of the book. It's a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. As always, have a wonderful day, and God bless.